Hobby makers, don't forget to tune in on Christmas Day from 1 until 5, when Ruth will be joined by Tilly Victor, bringing us some fantastic quilling kits. She'll also be joined by Dreamies, who will be bringing us some superb pens, card making kits and stamps. Plus, little exclusive, a video on demand coming directly from Sanntangle. Don't forget to join us 1 till 5 on Christmas Day. Until then, Merry Christmas!
Hello everybody, good morning. I hope you're well. Did the alarm go off? It did for Keith Smith this morning at 3 a.m. He's here in about an hour's time. Morning, Keithy.
Good morning, good morning.
There he is. You all right?
I'm good, Dave. I'm really good.
Our very own Santa Claus.
6 a.m. in the morning.
Absolutely. Now let me introduce the crew to you this morning. It's Wake Up to Hobbymaker all the way through until 8 o'clock. In the gallery today, we've got director Adam. There he is, giving us a twirl. What's he wearing? Old Christmas headband. Oh, very nice. Ellie's there as well, producing. Hi, Ellie. Morning. Ellie's going to be setting us a little bit of an anagram in a second, so if you fancy winning an account credit, stick around. Don't go anywhere. In the studio, we've got Keith, who's coming up at 7 o'clock with Wallpaper Dynamics and our Hobbymaker highlight. Lauren is on camera too, our new first full shift on cameras. Yep. Nice, Lauren. Welcome. And Glamorous Dan is in there somewhere. There he is, with his beanie on. There he is. Morning, mate. Right, so that's your crew this morning, and how's it all going? How are all the preparations going? Or shouldn't I ask? Right, I'm Dave with you right the way through until 8 o'clock today, and I'm with you this afternoon as well between 1 and 6. Now, if you fancy winning yourself a little treat, a £25 credit on your account, we do this quite often on Wake Up to Hobbymaker. What we're doing this show is giving you an anagram of a very well-known Christmas song. If you know what this Christmas song could be, just email in your message to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Okay, so if you're the lucky one to be drawn out of the hat in about an hour's time, you could win yourself a £25 Hobbymaker account credit to spend with us. Studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Get your emails in as quickly as you can. Here's the anagram. What could this be? What well-known Christmas song could that be? Any ideas, Adam? No idea. Not at the moment. If you know what that could be, it's probably being played right now somewhere in the UK on a radio station somewhere, or maybe even on your hi-fi at home. It's in the background. A well-known Christmas song. If you know what that is, email studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Good luck. Hopefully it's you that gets drawn out of the hat a bit later on. Okay, now what we do in the first part of our Wake Up with Hobbymaker show is look back at some of the highlights of yesterday. And with everything that's going on at the moment, you may not have watched all the shows yesterday. It was Andy's birthday surprise shows yesterday with lots of special offers. And also he was joined by Carla. Now, Carla Bagshaw, good friend of mine, she is the brand ambassador for We Are Memory Keepers, okay? And she is so proud of that fact, and she has every reason to be. Because We Are Memory Keepers are a brilliant American crafting brand that bring us American craft cardstock, for example, and lots of other fantastic tools and things like that. Now, the Cinch debuted yesterday. Now, you may or may not be familiar with this already, but for those of you that aren't, let me just explain the concept of this. The Cinch machine itself, it's like the most elaborate punch you can ever possibly think of. But what it's going to do is actually it's going to punch the perforations and the little holes so that you can now make your own memory books, your own diaries, your own calendars, your own photo albums. You name it, you can do it. So this is the actual key to it. That's the machine, okay? So, we're getting lots of you coming through already. Loads of you coming through with your emails, which is fantastic. And loads of you coming through to put this into your basket already. Debbie's there in South Yorkshire. Hi, Debbie. So the Cinch is a really kind of heavy-duty, almost industrial type punch that actually, if I just show you one that's been done here, it punches the holes into the grey board. And then it also grabs the ring binders and squeezes them together for you as well. So you can make diddy little memory books and photo albums like that. But you can also go up to much bigger ones. You could do like your A4 if you want to as well. Now, this complete kit comes with everything you need to make these fantastic books. Now, what you make the book into is entirely up to you, whether it's going to be a 2023 diary, whether it's going to be a recipe book with your mum's favourite recipes in it or your grand's favourite recipes in it. Maybe it's going to be a gardening book. maybe it's going to be a photo album, a journal, anything at all. Maybe you're going to be putting your Sanntangle tiles into a dedicated book. You can do that with this. So you get the actual cinch machine itself. You're also going to get, of course, everything on the top shelf. This is the big bundle, okay? So the top shelf is the big bundle, and the bottom shelf is the slightly smaller bundle. So there's something, hopefully, for everybody's budget. So the whole thing should be well over £200. Yesterday, we gave you, as a debut price, a launch price of £109.99. Now that's a £100 saving. It is also on split pay, I believe, as well. It should be. We'll double check that for you. But let me show you everything else you're going to get. You're going to get your 12 by 12 American Craft cardstock, 60 sheets. You're going to get over here, you've got your really attractive colour-coded rings, so you can actually put those in if you prefer. If you prefer to have those rather than the wire rings, you've got that option. They're included as well. They're really cool in these kind of pink, turquoise and purple colours. You've then also got your grey board. You've got the grey board in the 8x8. You've also got the grey board in the A4 as well. Then down here, you've got your silicone bands. You get a couple of packs of these. Now, the idea behind those are that you can actually use them to either mark a page, or you can actually use them to actually keep your journal or your book closed. And they're very, very kind of stretchy and elastic, but you can actually put them not just around the front and back, put them over certain pages. If you maybe it's a work in progress and you want to put the band over the first couple of pages so that the rest of them are loose. You can use them in lots of ways. So you get 2 packs of those. You've also got your Velcro dots as well. So they're great to act as fastenings for the book, or if you've got maybe envelopes inside them, things like that. If I just show you here, get a couple of packs of your self-adhesive Velcro fastenings. I'm going to knock all this over in a minute. I just know I am. There we are. So you get those as well. Those are your elasticated bands. And then you've also got a lovely selection of the actual binders themselves. Now, these, again, are in different colorways, and you can cut them to whatever size you wish. And of course, the machine not only punches the holes in the grey board, and grey board is notoriously tricky to cut, so that machine is really durable, really kind of almost industrial. And then we've got a little clip I think we can play at some point that shows you it in action. But then actually you slot the rings through the holes that the cinch has actually made, and then the machine will actually help you kind of clamp them down all at the same time. So you get a very, very professional finish. Now, if I just show you a few ideas here. I mean, this one's been made into like a little notebook. This is really cool. So that's pocket size. You could easily, if maybe you want to do some sketches, or you want to do some tangling or whatever it might be, or just make notes. And it could be where you put your shopping lists. You know, it's entirely up to you. So you can make them that size. You can make them this sort of size, which is a size that I really, really love. And look at the sort of things you can do here. This is like a half and half. So the top has actually been made into a photo album, but also you can put your own notes on the back, the days, the dates, where you went, where it was taken. And that's, I've said it hundreds of times before, but it's one of my biggest regrets as I've got older, is that I've done some pretty great things and I've got lots of lovely memories, but I didn't at the time make a diary or a journal. I didn't take photographs. I didn't write down what I did the day I did it and stuff like that. And I really regret that. To have books like this to look back on, maybe do one a year. You know, do one for 2022 with all the photographs that you've not printed off yet that are on your phone, and you're thinking, oh, I must do something with those. I don't think we've ever taken any more pictures than we do now, because they're so accessible on our phones. We don't have to take our cameras with us, because our phone is our camera. But I think we've taken loads of pictures, but we don't know what to do with them, or where to put them. Make them into little journals like this. I mean, these little diddy ones are so, so sweet. Really lovely. So yeah, you can go mad and do big books. You can do really tiny little sweet books like that. Start next year, as you mean to go on, by keeping journals, keeping photo albums and that sort of thing as well. I mean, look at the size of this, really good size, maybe for sketches. If you've got some watercolor papers that you want to put in there and things like that, you can use it as like a paint pad. There's just so many ways of using it. So you've got everything you need, including the American Craft cardstock in the top one, okay? So this is FX, can't read that. FXXC, 2 X's, that's what's confused me. FXXC35, that's the product code if you want this. It is on split pay as well, so it's £54.99 your first payment of 2 today, and then £54.99, of course, in 4 weeks' time. Now, this is it in action. Have a little look. This will show you exactly how you actually use this. So there you can see basically all the instructions explain how you can use the cinch and all the measurements and the markers on there as well. It allows you to do a really professional job of making your journals or your books. And again, if you're a crafter that makes for other people, maybe gets commissions from people, or usually for cards and things like that, you know, now you can very, very easily make books maybe on demand. I mean, you can easily get Greyboard out and about. You get quite a bit to get you started here, obviously, but the key thing is the machine. Once you've got that machine, you can then be making photo albums, journals, jotters, diaries for 2023 and years going forward as well. Now, this was a very, very popular choice yesterday. So many of you put this in your basket and checked out yesterday. It is on its way if you've purchased this. And if you're just looking at the demos thinking, this is the sort of thing I've been looking for. This is what I've been wanting to do for my family, for my friends. Think of all those photos that you've got and you don't know what to do with. It could be the ultimate photo album. But again, we make jotters and books for all sorts of things. You'll have probably something completely different in mind as to what you're going to make out of it and what you're going to be using it for. But you get that professional finish. How else could you get those holes in exactly the right place, cutting through what, let's face it, is really, really thick, heavy grey board? And then, of course, you can use the same punch, the cinch punch, to do the leaves, the actual pages of your book as well. Whether you're making them exactly the same size as the grey board, whether you're making them slightly smaller, doing them in separate sections, like have a top half and a bottom half, like I showed you a few minutes ago, it's entirely up to you. But you're going to get that professional finish so that you can make professional jotters, books, diaries, notebooks, whatever they might be. I love the idea of maybe having like a sketch pad that you've made from scratch, and you can decorate it with all your fantastic papers as well if you want to. So that's the top bundle, okay? $109.99 on split pay. That's just $54.99. And remember, the value of this is in excess of £200. Now, if you want the other one, which is just down the bottom. Now, this is similar. It's got exactly the same machine in it, but you get slightly different contents on this one, okay? Slightly less in this. So you've got basically your 8x8 grey board for the front and the back of your book. You've got, again, these beautiful, there's 16 of these ring binders you can see in different colorways. You've got a gold, a brass, orange, purple, blue, green, all in there. And they're trimmable. You can cut them down if you don't want to make big books all the time. The all-important hero that is the cinch machine, that industrial punch. And then you've got a pair of pliers as well, because you can actually bend those ring binders with the pliers very, very easily. And then you've also got some elasticated bands there as well. So there's slightly less in this particular collection, and it's under £90. Ellie, what should the price of this be again? Remind me. £181. So basically you've got nigh on £100 off, about £91 off that price or something like that. And we are limited stock on these deals too. We had a massive surge when Carla was here yesterday giving you a step-by-step demonstration. They were very, very busy shows indeed. And remember, this is the place to get your We Are Memory Keepers. We are an official stockist with, of course, the brand ambassador Carla coming along to do the demonstrations regularly here, which is always lovely. TMXC70. T for Tommy, M for Mike, XC70. That's the product code, and that's what you'll get if you go for that particular product code. Everything on the second step, okay? So $44.99 is your first split payment of £2, and then the next $44.99 comes off your card in 4 weeks' time. Now, just in case you are brand new, maybe you've already broken up for the festive season and you're spending a bit more time at home, if like my other half this morning, up at 5 to get to the supermarket for 6, to beat the rush. If you're an early bird this morning for that reason, if you fancy this, if you want to order it and you've never ordered before, I always suggest you just give us a ring on our free phone number, 0800 001 4433. Even at this time of the morning, the call centre is manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even at Christmas time, even on Christmas Day. We're live on Christmas Day. Have you heard? Yeah? I mean, wherever I've worked before, in all the years I've been doing this sort of job, we've always had recorded shows going out on Christmas Day, and we've never been live. We at Hobbymaker are different. And all our channels, actually, under the Gemporia brand, are going to be live on Christmas Day. So Ruth is going to be your host on Christmas Day between midday and 5 o'clock with lots of special guests. The Dreamies are here. Sandra's going to be here from Sanntangle as well. Tilly Victor's going to be in too. And I think the reason that we're live is we're very well aware that not everybody spends time with loved ones at Christmas. Maybe you're going to be on your own at Christmas time and you're flicking around the TV schedule and there's movies on, but there's nothing live. There's nothing interactive. Everything's recorded. Well, you can join in with us on Christmas Day between midday and 5. Email in the studio, message the studio, get involved in the fun, be part part of our kind of Christmas family, which would be great. Okay, now before we move over, let's remind you of the main bundle. Most of you seem to be going for this main bundle this morning. You are going to get a little bit more. Okay, it's a little bit more money, but you get even more of a saving because this should be in excess of £210. You're going to get your all-important cinch, that key machine with all the measurements on it, so you can make small books, big books. There's no restriction. You can punch as many holes as you want, so you can make books as large or as tiny as you like. You're going to get, remember, the 2 sizes of grey board. You're going to get your A4. You're also going to get your 8x8 as well. And remember, if anything runs out and you need more grey board or you need more bands or you need more ring binders, anything like that, always check our website because We Are Memory Keepers have got the brand shop on our website under hobbymaker.co.uk. So you can order any extras you need, even if the show's not on air, it doesn't matter. If the stock's available, you can order it whenever you choose, okay? So over here, you've got your designer ring binders. The plastic rings in 3 different colorways. There's your grey board, there's the cinch machine. You get 2 packs of the elasticated bands, and they're in the same colorways as well as the rings, so that's really cool. You get 2 packs of those. You get 2 packs of your Velcro dots, your touch fasteners. They're included as well, so they can be on the actual opening of the book. If maybe you've got like a loop system where maybe you've got a belt that keeps the book shut or something like that, you can use the Velcro for that. If you've got things, maybe envelopes and things like that inside your journals as well that you want to actually kind of fix and close them up, the Velcro dots can be used for that as well. $109.99, and you get your American Craft cardstock in the summer colors as well. These are the colorways you're actually going to get. If I just flick through them for you. There we go, look. So these are the colours you're going to get. That fantastic cardstock that everybody raves about. Whether it's your bookmaking, whether these are going to be the leaves in your books, whether this is going to be what you use on your cutting machines, maybe your Cricut. We've got the Cricut Joy coming up later on. So yeah, is your first book going to be Christmas 2022, the memories of Christmas 2022? Because most of us, let's be fair, over the last couple of years haven't really had much of a Christmas, couldn't really socialise, couldn't really mix with anyone, the families couldn't get together. So if this year is going to be really special for that reason alone, you want to take loads of photographs, you want to have loads of fun, and you want to kind of chronicle it, and you want to put it into a book that you can maybe send that member of the family that's coming to stay with you this Christmas, send it to them in a month or two's down the line as a little treat and a reminder of a good time had by all at Christmas 2022. So $109.99, but you don't have to pay that in one lump. You can if you want to, or you can split it into 2 payments if you prefer to do that, which is interest-free. We do that as a company. $54.99 today. But I think, you know, with what's been going on over the last few years, memories are important. What we do in our lives, it's important to remember it and look back. If only the technology had been around maybe 20 years ago that we have now, I would probably have loads of books and journals and memories and that sort of thing. But at the time, mobile phones, I don't think you could take pictures with them very easily in the early days. But nowadays, it's a dead easy thing to do. So if you've got all that memory in your phone, have a little flick through. See all those pictures from last year, the year before that, select them, print them off down the supermarket for like 10p each or something. That's what I did recently, and put them into a physical book. Have it on your coffee table. It's lovely to kind of reach out, page turn, page flick, and all those memories come flooding back. It could be that you, as I said before, are looking for a way of putting your art into a journal that people can admire. Maybe you are now an artist because you've embraced Sanntangle with Sandra, and you've got all these wonderful works of art that you've done, and they're just maybe in an envelope somewhere or in a drawer somewhere. Maybe you've put some in frames, great, on the wall, wonderful. But why not have a journal of your art or your thoughts? I mean, this is another thing. People put their thoughts into journals. What's your thought for the day? What's happened to you that day that you want to remember and you want to chronicle? Let me just show you here. I mean, this one here is beautiful, and you can decorate these as much or as little as you like. These bands are really clever because, as I said, it keeps the book shut. But also, if you just wanted to maybe mark a particular page, you could use it for that as well. But look at this is not really a journal of anything as such. It's just a journal of prettiness, of inspiration. And look at this. And you can make the pages as small or as large as you like. It's nice to have different sizes and different shapes and different things going on. You've even got your own little clipboard in here as well, so you can actually put a tile on there or a message on there or a sentiment or a verse. Really, really cool. Profound words and sayings. Isn't that brilliant? How cool is this? So think about all the tags that you've got. Think about all those wonderful, maybe hunky-dory card kits that you've got, elements that you love. So, you know, this is not necessarily telling a story, but it's just an album of absolute beauty. Isn't it great? It's your journey. So you can use those pages to put pictures on as well if you want to as well. And again, from the largest through to the tiniest. This is so sweet. That's probably about, what, 3 inches? 2.5, 3 inches, something like that. But a really cute little gift for someone. Or indeed, you can make and sell if you want to as well. FXXC 35, okay? FXXC 35, £109.99, or the first split payment of 2 of £54.99. Now, don't forget that anagram. If you want to win yourself a £25 credit, one person that gets this right will be £25 better off on their HobbyMaker account, okay? So just basically tell me that well-known festive song. What could that well-known festive song be? I don't think it's too tricky. If you know, just email in, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. So what's that song? And you could win yourself a £25 credit on the end of the show just before 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, now let's go on to look at some other highlights of yesterday as well. Now, whenever we've got Hunky Dory, we know we're going to be in for a busy afternoon. Hunky Dory, one of our most loved brands here at HobbyMaker. And of course, you love nothing more than Adorable Scoreable. Adorable Scoreable, they were the first company and the only company to develop bendy ink. You might think, what's that? Bendy ink. Well, basically, when you score cardstock and you crease it and you fold it, sometimes if the ink isn't pliable and supple, it will crack. And so often that happens. And there's nothing worse than when you've worked on the front of a card, you've scored it to crease it, fold it, and then the spine cracks. It's horrible. Adorable Scoreable, that will not happen. So bendy ink technology. Now, we launched a few brand new collections of Adorable Scoreable yesterday, this being one of them. This is the Cottage Florals, okay? Now, you're actually going to get a total of 30 sheets, 10 designs, 3 of each. So every single one of these is Adorable Scoreable. Look at these images, aren't they just absolutely beautiful? They're really cheery, really cheerful, really bright, really luxurious cardstock. I know loads of you only now buy Adorable Scoreable. You don't use other cardstock because you just love the quality, the feel of it. It's a coated cardstock with that bendable ink. And for box making, it's beautiful for that. For card making, obviously, it's beautiful for that as well. Look at that one, isn't that lovely? That combination of the pink and the green, really, really lovely. Kind of almost like a country cottage feel to it, this. Very, very beautiful indeed. And that's more of a burgundy with the kind of peachy petals on that one as well. So you get 30 sheets, and look at this for a bargain. Look at this price, £7.99. That is your price here at HobbyMaker today, £7.99, under £8 for 30 sheets of Adorable Scoreable. And remember, we will deliver all of your orders today that you make right up until midnight tonight. No matter how many things you've bought, there'll only be a £3.95 postage charge. So if you buy this, you buy something from Keith coming up a little bit later on. Paper Dynamics is here this afternoon as well. No matter how many orders you buy, no matter how heavy your order might be or how many things may be coming from different companies, one P&P charge of just £3.95. So that's your Cottage Florals, 30 sheets of it. Then we've also got, my favourite, I must admit, is this next one. You're going to get 30 sheets of this, again, 10 designs, 3 of each. Now, this is what we call the Christmas lights, but it's not necessarily just Christmas. I mean, this reminds me of like when you're driving down the high street and there's rain on the windscreen, but you've got the Christmas lights above the high street, whether it's in London or Birmingham or Bournemouth or Derby, wherever you might be. It's just yeah, it's lights like through a wet window or a rainy day, isn't it? Really lovely. Look at that. Slightly out of focus. Yeah, maybe a bit too much of the festive cheer. Maybe your eyesight's a bit like that sometimes. Yeah, I can relate to that. Now look at this. Don't adjust your screen. It's supposed to be like that. Very different. Like this a lot. Absolutely up my street. How different is that? Really, really lovely effect. So it's like you've basically just, you know, focused on a camera and then just basically offset the focus. We do that here in the studio sometimes, like camera effects. How cool is that? That could be ice on the window. Really lovely. Not seen cardstock like this before. And again, you're going to get literally 3 of each of these. 10 designs, 30 sheets in total. I mean, this could be not just Christmas, it's any celebration, really. I mean, they could be champagne bubbles. It could be the fairground with all the bright lights of a fairground. It could be anything like that at all. So, yeah, it's not just related to Christmas. It could be for any occasion during the year when you just want that little bit of an extra different background that's a little bit more unusual. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that could be you're looking into a gemstone or something like that, couldn't it? And that could be frosty skies. It could be frosty branches on trees. It could be anything like that. EXHD 63, EXHD 63, just $7.99. I've only got 1 of each of them here. You're going to get 3 of each of them. And, you know, it works always as well. Whether you want the lights on the bottom, whether you want the lights on the top, you get 30 sheets, 10 designs, 3 of each of them. And they are so refreshingly different. Like those a lot. $7.99, pop them in your basket and we'll get them to you ASAP. Now, it's always a big deal when Hunky Dory bring out a new magazine because you always get so much for so little. Now, we're bringing the price straight in on this one. This is the brand new issue 68 from Hunky Dory, and the actual order number is 68 too. It's OFHD 68. That will get you the brand new Crafting with Hunky Dory. Now, the magazine itself, let's start with that. Now, oh, actually, no. Let's start with this. Let's start with the card kit first of all, because you always get a card kit with a magazine from Hunky Dory, and this is the card kit you're going to be getting. Now, what I love is that Hunky Dory always feature the card kit you get with the magazine in the magazine, so you can actually craft straight away. So if this is for a beginner crafter, I can't think of a better way of getting someone started than going for this magazine. Now, look at these images. Aren't they beautiful? All die cut, these toppers, all foiled and printed beautifully. So you're going to get all of these toppers. You've got a little bit of wildlife and bird life in there as well. So you get 4 sheets of your toppers. Then you're going to get 4 sheets of your printed and foiled cardstock too, which is absolutely gorgeous. And that's a bit of a trademark of Hunky Dory, the foil and the printing. So you get 4 of those. Then you're also going to get 4 of the printed, so no foil on these, just printed. And again, the potential with these to score them, to cut into them, to make your card blanks out of them as well. And then you've also got 4 sheets of your double-sided papers, and they've got a lovely shine to them as well. So you've got a pattern on both sides. Which side you use is entirely up to you. One's more kind of busy, and the other one's more of a kind of a block pattern, a floral pattern. So that's the card kit you get with it. And then, as I said, with the magazine, if you open up the first few pages, you will see that there we are. That's the kit you've got, and then it shows you the sort of cards you can make. Now, you can take inspiration from this and make them exactly as they show you in the book, and it tells you all the method and the step-by-step process, all the measurements you need to create that card as well. So you can really be crafting straight from the outset, and then as you go through, it features more products from Hunky Dory, some that are coming up in the future, some that have already been in the past that you may have already had from them. But again, even if you haven't got your, like here, your layable stamps, which have been massively popular here at Hobbymaker. We did these only a few days ago, didn't we? Last week, I think we did some. So again, if you've got the stamps, you're thinking, okay, I like the concept, but I want to make something out of them, with them. What do I do? Loads of inspiration in here. It talks about the Prism ink pads as well. Loads and loads and loads. Every single page, even if you haven't got the card kit that it's talking about, you can take concepts from it. You can take ideas from it. We've got lots and lots of inspiration. So there we go. That's the magazine. I won't kind of give it all away that's in there. And then you've also got this. Now, it's a die with love and best wishes. Probably, have you got that in your collection or anything like that already? Maybe you've got with love, but to have it all together in the different fonts and the words are all joined as one, it's one die, not 3 or 4 separate ones. The whole thing, the magazine, the card kit, and the die, under £10, £9.99. Treat yourself. You know, Christmas, for some people, is a time of great excitement and great joy. For others, it's perhaps not such an enjoyable time. Have this to look forward to. This will be with you shortly after Christmas, and you know it's on its way after the festivities of the 25th. There's always a little bit of a lull after that, in between Christmas and New Year. You'll look forward to getting this in the post. Sylvia's in already. Thank you, Sylvia, in Cornwall. I love to Cornwall. If you want to get this today, £9.99. It may well be it's not for you. It may well be it's for someone else in the family. Or you want the die, but you're going to give the gift of the magazine and the card kit to somebody else. It's entirely up to you how you split this up, or just keep it all for yourself if you want to. But I just love the fact that, you know, you get your sheet of toppers, you pick the topper you want. I mean, look here, for example, as you can see, the topper is completely separate to the frames. So if you just wanted to use that gold frame on its own, you could just separate that from the sheet and use that completely independently. So there's loads of potential. But then to just literally flick through a few pages and think, do you know what? I want to make that card today. So all you've got to do then is find the correct topper for it, which is, I think, on page number 3. That one there. There you go, look. So there's the topper. So easy to find. There's the topper for that particular card. And then you can copy it literally step by step. Or you can think, well, you know what, I want to make it a bit bigger. I want to make the card blank a different shape. I mean, that one there, for example, would you necessarily think of making a card like that? But that's now giving you the inspiration. And it's unmistakably hunky-dory. Hello, Karen. Hello, Primrose. Lots of you coming through for this today. Ellie's saying, I love that name. What, Primrose? Karen too, and Sylvia. We like all those names, but Primrose, lovely. Yeah, really nice. So yeah, it's just brilliant. What did you pay for your last card kit? A tenner? Well, you're going to get a new card kit. It's kind of a mini kit, to be fair. You've got basically half of what you'd normally get in a hunky-dory kit, and they're normally around about the £20, £25 mark for a complete kit. So you get half a card kit in here, plus the magazine, plus the die. I mean, that, to be honest with you, would be £7 or £8 on its own, wouldn't it? So to get the whole thing for £9.99, one P&P charge of £3.95, that's for the whole day's orders. So if you're tempted by Mr. Smith, Paper Dynamics Keith in the next show, you've already paid your P&P on this. You don't need to pay any more P&P at all. Hello to Jeannie in Kent, you're in as well. Loads of you getting up early today. Are you up early to get to the shops to do the last minute food shopping like my other half is right now? Avoiding the queues, hopefully, by getting there for 6 a.m. That was the idea, but whether that's going to be the case, I don't know. Anyway, right. Now, the next thing is not the most exciting thing in the world, I'll be honest. It's tape. But we all need it. And when a deal is on with a tape, and I remember when this first was offered to you about 2 or 3 months ago from Crafter's Companion, we sold out of this in a record amount of time. It just went absolutely crazy because it's an ideal opportunity for you to stock up on something that you always need, that you're always going to be using. Low-tack tape. Now, if you were just getting the rolls of tape, I'd say that was a bargain. But you're not just going to get the rolls, you're actually going to get the dispensers as well. And each dispenser's got the little serrated blade, so you can just, obviously put the tape and have as much or as little tape as you want. But you're going to get all 9 of them. 9 dispensers, 9 rolls. Now, how much have you got? You've got 75 metres, so each roll has got 25 metres on it, so you're looking there at 225 metres of low-tack tape. That's nearly a quarter of a kilometre. That's incredible. 275 on each, that's 74, 225. 225 metres of low-tack tape, and that low-tack tape is reusable too. So, if you're using it to hold your dies in place when you're putting your dies through your die cutting machine, don't just kind of take it off when you've done the die cutting and put it in the bin. Put it on the side of your machine and reuse it maybe half a dozen times. So this should last you a long time. Hello, Jodie and Wrexham. Loads of you coming in for this right now. £9.98, so it's basically £3.33 per pack. It's £1.10 per roll, if you want to think of it like that. Now, where can you get low-tack tape and a dispenser for £1.10p? That's what you've got here. Whether you're buying them all for yourself because you know you're going to get through it throughout the year, or whether you're just buying 1 for yourself and 2 for friends or whatever, it's entirely up to you. CB2058 is the product code for your low-tack tape. 225 metres of it. And basically one of these you're not paying for. Yeah, because they should be £4.99 per pack. So yeah, you're paying for 2, but you're going to get 3. So you've got 75 metres for absolutely nothing at all. And these are the sort of things that you're always going to want, you're always going to need. You're always going to need glue, you're always going to need low-tack tape, you're always going to need those absolute essentials on a daily basis. Let me just take this out of the box for a second, just so you can see exactly what you're getting here, because you can't really see in the box that easily. Just take this out, if I can get it out of the box. There we go. Look. So you get 9 of these. 9 units, 9 dispensers, 9 rolls, and everybody uses it. But if you're fed up with never finding the end of your tape, for example, or having to use scissors to cut it, or you're getting a bit of a faff, I mean, this just makes it easy. You know, you've got the tag, you pull the tag, you cut your tape, and there it is, ready for the next job. So it's just a problem solver and a time saver as well. So 9 rolls of this. You know, if you saw that in a shop and it was £1.10p, you think that's a bargain. Well, that's what you're paying for it. 3 rolls, you get them for nothing. And you know, pop the others in a drawer somewhere, pop them in a cupboard somewhere. You only need 1 roll at a time. But when that runs out, you're not panicking, thinking, okay, I can't find any more. You've got 9 in total, 225 meters of the best quality Crafter's Companion low tack tape. £9.98. CB2058 is the product code if you want that today. And again, it's just one of those things that you need on a regular day-to-day basis. And when it's on offer, when it's in stock, just grab it. Take it off us at that sort of price. 0800 001 4433 CB2058. Now, if you've just woken up, if the alarm's gone off or you didn't sleep very well and you're waking up to Hobbymaker this morning, it's just after 6:30, 25 to 7. I'm with you with Wake Up to Hobbymaker through till 8 o'clock. Keith is here and he's got the Hobbymaker highlight today. You're going to love it. Yeah, absolutely going to love it. And we've got sales shows coming up later today as well. But if you want to win yourself a £25 credit, this is what you have to unravel. The anagram of the day. Now, we talked about this earlier on. It's a well-known Christmas hit, a well-known Christmas song. Do you know what that could be? If you've just woken up, you've still got time to enter. We'll do the draw probably at about 10 to 7 and announce the winner of the £25 credit. But there you go. What could that be? Well-known song, probably a favourite for many. I think it did come out as the #1 favourite song on polls and things like that, I seem to remember. 0800 001 4433 if you want to order. If you want to enter, then just send the answer to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Okay, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Right, now, I'll announce the winner in about 10, 15 minutes. Now, the other day, yesterday I think it was, we had the brand new powders. Look at these from Hunky Dory and Prism. Now, Prism is their ink pad range, but also now they've got their pearlescent powders as well. Now you can actually paint with these as well if you want to. You can use a water brush and that sort of thing. Lots of effects you can achieve with them. Now they're in sets of 3. Set 1 is just here. Now if I just turn this around, these are stuck on here, but if I just remove it so you can see the colourways. Set number 1 has got this colourway. You've got your pearlescent powder in, hang on a sec, shimmering silver, burnished bronze, and glistening gold, okay? So silver, bronze, and gold, basically. The metallics are always the most popular. So if you want those, they're brand new. They're $9.99, and a little bit of that pearlescent powder goes such a long way. Very, very versatile. You can brush it onto any kind of tacky or sticky surface. You can mix it with water if you wish to. You can mix it with your texture pastes as well. Anything you want to add a metallic gold, bronze or silver colour to, these will go the distance. And they are brand new yesterday. PZHD67. They're only $9.99. And remember, we're showing you some of the highlights from yesterday's shows right the way through until 7 o'clock this morning. Set 4, that was another popular one yesterday. Now, these are really unusual colours. So this is your glimmering green, you've got your sunshine shimmer, and you've got your opalescent orange. Okay, now we're going to match that price and give you these for £9.99. Look at those colourways. Aren't they different? Really beautiful, really unusual. So the green, the yellow, and the orange. £9.99. Set number 4, very popular yesterday. We have them still available here. And the thing with these are, they may, if you look at the pots, you might think, oh, they're not very big. They are crammed full of product. And you need the smallest, tiniest amount. They are going to last you months and months and months. It goes a very, very long way. MEHD70, that's set number 4, if you fancy that one. Now, set 3 is above. Now, this is similar to set 1, but slightly different. So this one is your Sepia Splendor, Brilliant Burgundy, and Radiant Rose. Now look at these. I mean, that rose just looks like a gorgeous rose gold, doesn't it? Really rich, really opulent. So that one is your Sepia Splendor, so kind of brown hues or rich bronze. This one is your Brilliant Burgundy. And then you've got that Radiant Rose, like a rose gold at the bottom there as well. So all 3 of those for $9.99 as well. And then the last colourway that's completely different is over here. This is set number 2. And you've got your pearly pink, your purple panache, and your sparkling sapphire as well. So very different colours to the other ones we've shown you, and we're matching that price, only $9.99, $3.33 per pot. But they really do make a massive difference, especially if you're using them dry, maybe on dark cardstock like black and dark browns and that sort of thing. They'll look absolutely incredible. But any tacky surface, you can actually apply these pearlescent powders to. You can mix them with your waters and paint with them if you want to have that lovely metallic shimmer from them. And you can also mix them with all of your mixed media products as well, your projects, whether it's texture paste and things like that. So think of it as basically like a pigment. Think of it as like a colorant with so much versatility. And it tells you on the back, if you're ordering these, you can put them into spritzers, watercoloring techniques, resist techniques. You can put them into spritzer bottles with water as well if you want to. So there's so many ways of using them. You can mix them with embossing powder, texture paste as well. Think of them as just basically a colorant add-on. You can use them in so many ways. $9.99 for all 3 jars, and that is NOHD 50. So that one, if you want those colorways, that is set number 2. Have we got them on the website as set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4? Yeah, okay. So yeah, hopefully you know which set you'd like. Just $9.99, that's the only price you need to pay today for those. And that's a delivered price, remember, if you've already bought something between midnight last night and midnight tonight, just one P&P charge of $3.95. So today is the 23rd of December. I hope all your preparations are going well. Are you someone that does Christmas massively, or are you someone that kind of brushes it under the carpet and thinks, oh, it's just another day? Well, remember, we're going to be live here on Christmas Day between 12 and 5 o'clock. So make sure you do join us for those shows if you possibly can. That's with the lovely Ruth. Between 12 and 4, beg your pardon, 12 and 4 on Christmas Day. Okay, now let's move on to something else hunky-dory. Again, another popular, very popular product. Now you've got 9 rolls of this adhesive shimmer. 9 1-meter rolls. EAHD02 is a product code. Now that is not your price, that's what they should be. So they should be, how much each? How much should this be? 35, yep, £35. We are giving you all of these rolls of adhesive for £14.99. Wow. So that is about £1.50 a roll, isn't it, roughly? There's 1 metre in each, there's 9 metres in total. Now, if I just show you here, I'll just unravel this so you get a really good idea as to the quantity you're getting. They're all the same width, but you get 1 metre in length. Look at this. All of that, and it's non-shed glitter as well. And this is actually not the thickest in the world, so this will die cut very, very simply and very, very easily. You've got cut marks as well and lines printed on the back. So if you're wanting to do a very, very even strip, for example, you can follow that with your trimmers and your guillotines and your dies and your scissors. But then also, yeah, think about all those intricate die cuts that you've got, whether it's little flourishes, anything like that. You can put this through your die cutting machine, it will cut it perfectly, and then you don't have to worry about sticking glue on the back of it, because basically, edge to edge, you've got that adhesive. So if I just kind of remove this from the back, look. You can use it to cover books, journals. Maybe you're buying the cinch today from We Are Memory Keepers, and you're thinking, okay, I want to be able to kind of put this and put like a decorative cover on the front and on the back of the book. Then these are going to be great for doing things like that as well. So whether you're covering surfaces with this, whether you're die cutting it, trimming it, whatever you want to do with it, maybe you've got letters of the alphabet and numbers, and you're thinking, I'd really like to have those with an adhesive back, then this has got to be the best way of doing it. Hello, Karen in Aberdeenshire. You're in this morning putting this in your basket, and you're going to get all the colourways. You're going to get your gold. Let me just show you all the colours you've got here. Gold and green. You've then got your black, your pink, your blue, different shades of green in there, your red, your lavender, but it's all non-shed. I mean, I can rub my jumper with this, and none of that glitter comes off at all. None of it comes off. So perfect for covering things. Great if you're, again, wanting to put maybe someone's name in glitter on a card or their age or something like that, using a die. Perfect for that as well, but you've now got that edge-to-edge adhesive. And when they, again, first came out, they were massively, massively popular, and an awful lot more money than this. Should be £35. Today you get all 9 rolls for £14.99, so it's best part, it's about £1.60, £1.70 a roll for 1 metre. And the width of it, you're looking at, where are we? 1 metre long by, I can't remember, doesn't say how wide it is. We'll have a little look for you. But I think it's kind of, is it A4? No, it's wider than A4, isn't it? Because this is A4. Yeah, much bigger. We're going to have a quick look and see if we can, it's 45 centimetres. No, it can't be. 28 centimetres, is it? Yeah, 28 centimetres wide and 1 metre long. There you go. And you get 9 of them in all the different colourways for $14.99. So an absolute bargain. Karen's gone for 2. Nice one, Karen. So you're going to be getting 18 rolls for less than £30, okay? EAHD 02. Okay, now Mr. Keith is limbering up in the wings. Paper Dynamics are here at 7 o'clock this morning with a Hobby Maker highlight. You're going to love it. He's got bargains galore all day long today. So make sure you stay tuned and join him at 7 o'clock with me. All right, now thank you for all your entries. We had loads in, didn't we? Yeah, loads of you got this. Absolutely spot on. What could that be? Well-known Christmas hit from yesteryear. What is the answer to that? Today's anagram. It's too late to enter now because we're just about to announce the winner. The winner got this right. There it is. Fairy Tale of New York. Thank you to all of you that entered in. Only one person can win. So who's got that £25 account credit coming their way? 3, 2, 1. Julie. Brilliant, Julie. Congratulations. Julie, you have won and it will be in your account later today or tomorrow, okay? But Julie, congrats. Do we know Julie's surname? Okay, well, we will email you and tell you that you're the winner. We haven't got your surname, but we'll email you to tell you that you're the winner. So congratulations. If your name is Julie and you entered the competition, probably is you. Right, now, a quick reminder about the cinch, because we did this just after 6 o'clock this morning. This launched yesterday. It's part of the brilliant brand of We Are Memory Keepers, okay? Lovely Carla Bagshaw is the brand ambassador. She was here with Andy yesterday. Now, what the cinch does is it allows you, with this ingenious punch, to punch the holes into things like grey board that you make your front and your back of your memory books, your recipe books, your diaries, your jotters, your journals, whatever they may be. I mean, I love this idea of putting actually 2 pages in each section just here. And you've got a mixture here of lovely pictures. You could have profound poems. You could have recipes from the family that go back generations. It could be full of all sorts of things. It could be full of pictures of Christmas 2022. The memories you're about to make can go into a book and they make a fantastic gift for someone. Maybe someone got married or civil partnership or whatever this year. Maybe it was put off for quite a few times because of what's been going through, what we've all been going through over the last few years. And you've got those pictures, you've got those memories, and you're thinking, do you know what? We're meeting up with them later in the year. I'd love to put a book together of maybe people on different tables were taking pictures with those kind of Polaroid cameras, those Instamatic cameras, and you've got all that information, all that art that you don't know what to do with. Make it into a book, make it into a journal, make it into a memory book. These are lovely, they really, really are. Whether you're doing them just purely for your art or whether you're doing them for more practical reasons, for say, you know, recipes and garden advice and hints and tips, that sort of thing. But the cinch allows you to make as big a book or as small a book as you like. Now, already we've got lots of you coming through for the mega bundle. Debbie in West Sussex, Debbie in South Yorkshire, Cherry in Cambridgeshire also coming through for this. So the cinch allows you to make books this size, which is A4, but it also allows you to make little ditty books like this, which are so adorable. I mean, imagine if you've got Sanntangle tiles and you want to make a book to put all your tiles in. This sort of size would be fantastic, maybe slightly bigger possibly for the tiles. We've got books like this, which are almost like notebooks. Aren't they cool? Really, really lovely. Now, in the top collection, you're going to get the main machine. You're going to get 2 sizes of grey board, 8x8 and A4. You've got your designer plastic rings as well. You've also, of course, got your elasticated bands and straps, which will keep your books and your pages in place. You've got your Velcro dots, lots of them, 2 packs of those. So if you've got maybe envelopes inside the book and you want to secure the envelope flap so it doesn't keep opening, fixtures and fastenings basically. And you also get a full pack of 60 sheets of your American Craft cardstock in the Summer Brights, okay? And that's always popular on its own. The whole thing should be over £210, Top shelf, this is what you're going to get for £109.99, and it's on split pay. We've taken £100 off, and this was the launch yesterday, and we are limited in stock now. We only have a few of these opportunities available. And the deals we are doing with American Crafts and We Are Memory Keepers is absolutely brilliant. They're allowing us to bring you these incredible savings. £100 off, down to £109.99, and that's on 2 split payments of £54.99. We've got the other bundle we've got even less of. But if you want this bundle, this is the bigger one. It's got the American Crafts card in it. It's got the cinch machine in it. You've got the ring binders, of course, as well. You get 16 of those. You've also got your designer hoops, and you've also got your Velcro and your elasticated bands. So all of this, £54.99, your first split payment of 2, if you'd like to go for it. FXXC35, okay? FXXC35. And then the other bundle we've got for you as well, which is just down here. This is also going to feature the cinch machine too. So that is exactly the same machine as in the bigger bundle, but you get slightly less in this one, okay? Now this is £89.99, and I know Karen in Dorset's checked out on this already this morning. So as well as the cinch machine, you get your 16 ring binders in these lovely different colorways. You've got a gold, a brass, an orange, a pink, a blue, and a green in there as well. You get 16 of those. You get your 8x8 grey board for the front and back of your book. And you've also got 1 set of the elasticated bands and a pair of pliers as well. So it's a slightly lesser bundle, but it's still amazing value. This is worth at least £180, and today it is £89.99 for this option, okay? And on 2 split payments, it's £44.99 your first payment of 2 today. That's all you've got to find, plus your P&P of £3.95. But again, we showed you on that clip earlier on, and there are full instructions with it as well. It allows you to make very professional, very good quality books. What you make those books into is entirely up to you. Maybe you want to present something to someone of a special occasion that happened during the year. You can really make a very, very special diary for someone or for yourself. It could be a photograph album. It could be anything you want it to be. It could be of your art. If you're a doodler, if you're a sandtangler, if you're a watercolor artist and you're looking to put them into a book, so you know they're not just in a drawer somewhere or in a folder, they're in something that people can appreciate and flick through. £89.99 for the smaller bundle. We've got less than 20 of the smaller bundle left. Peter's in Derbyshire. Hello, Peter, to you. TMXC17. Now, we're not sure if this is going to be on shows this afternoon. It depends how many of you check out during the morning show between now and 8 o'clock. But it's a great opportunity. If you love putting things together, constructing things, making things that are beautiful, that are meaningful, I'm sure every single one of you that's bought this cinch will make different types of books in different sizes for different reasons as well. So the bigger bundle, can we quickly give you details of the bigger bundle again? Okay, so if you want the bigger one, which is a saving in excess of that's £100 off, because it should be £210 and a few pennies. You're going to get your American Craft cardstock, all 60 sheets of it, 16 of your metal ring binders. You get the cinch machine, which is the heart of the whole thing. Then you get your grey board. Then you get, of course, your designer rings. You get 2 packs of your elastic bands, and you get 2 packs of your Velcro as well. Now, we've seen elsewhere the cinch on its own for £89. Online somewhere. So our deal is just off the charts. It really is an incredible deal. And this machine is so strong, so durable. It's going to literally be a workhorse for you, whether you're making big books, diddy little books, maybe you're making them to order. You can easily get more grey board on our website if you want to. And remember, we are memory keepers, as with all of our brands, as with like Paper Dynamics with Keith coming up a bit later. If you go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, you can see the brand shops are there. So even if, say, Keith's not on air one day, but you want something from him, just have a little look at Paper Dynamics under the brand shop, and also have a look at We Are Memory Keepers as well under the brand shop, and everything associated with that brand you can order if it's in stock, and if it's not, it hopefully will be in the not too distant future. But there we go, look, American Crafts. Lots and lots of your extras and your essentials and your glues and your tape pens, all that sort of thing that they bring us. Their quality, American Crafts quality, is absolutely stunning. Really, really brilliant. So we are Memory Keepers. It's part of American Crafts. This is the cinch that allows you to make all those books and all those journals. Okay, it's coming up to 5 to 7. Congratulations again to Julie for winning that £25 account credit. We're going to take a short break, then we'll be back with our Hobby Maker highlight at 7 o'clock. Keith is here. Amazing deals from Paper Dynamics, about 2 or 3 minutes away.
Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobby Maker. Here at Hobby Maker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobby Maker.
Hobby Makers, don't forget to tune in on Christmas Day from 1 until 5 when Ruth will be joined by Tilly Victor, bringing us some fantastic quilling kits. She'll also be joined by Dreamies, who will be bringing us some superb pens, card making kits and stamps. Plus, little exclusive, a video on demand coming directly from Sanntangle. Don't forget to join us 1 till 5 on Christmas Day. Until then, Merry Christmas!
Here at Hobby Maker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobby Maker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobby Maker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated and get inspired with Hobby Maker. Hobby Maker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobby Maker.
When you purchase anything on Hobby Maker, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning that you can shop with confidence. Happy shopping with Hobby Maker.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're well. It is 23rd of December. Wow. Oh, look. RL has arrived.
Can you hear that?
You should be on the shelf.
If you can hear that,
I can hear that.
then you're a believer. You're a believer.
Always.
Ah, there you go. See, if you can hear that, you're a believer.
Always a believer. Absolutely. Great to have your company. I'm Dave. This is Keith. Here he is, our very own elf. And we're here with the Hobby Maker highlight. Keith's got lots of shows today. We're talking sale prices all day through. And the Hobby Maker highlight. Now, I've never seen you do anything like this before.
No, this is brand new, David. We've never done it before. That's why you've never seen it before, which is brilliant news. It is fantastic. It's something completely different. And when we're talking about luxury card making, David, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Absolutely. Now, as you can see, these card blanks are foiled to absolute perfection. You're going to get 24 in one size and 24 in another, in a variety of colourways and 2 different patterns as well. Just look at these cards. They are stunning. What sort of sizes are we talking about?
Well, you've got your 6-inch by 6-inch, David, which is 148 millimetres square. That's this size here.
Yep.
But we also get 2 different designs of foiling on there as well. So you've got your 6-inch by 6-inch, which is that one there. Then we've got the A6 size as well. But this is with a little bit of a difference because not only are the A6 in a portrait fashion, but you can also use these in a landscape fashion as well.
Now, you are going to get not only the 48 cards, you're also going to get the envelopes to go with them as well. The whole thing, $29.99, that is not the price. This has got to be special. It's a special day of the year. It's a special week of the year. We've got to give you deals that are just out of the park amazing. £16, 99 pence.
Shut the front door,
I know,
David.
for all 48. Look at the different patterns, look at the different colourways. You've got pinks and golds and blue foiling here as well. All the envelopes are included too. And if you just have a little look at some of these finished cards that Keith and the team have done, this is the sort of thing that you can do with them. We're talking luxurious cardstock.
Yeah, absolutely, David. And you can use them in such a different kind of way. Look, Andrea's there done a little bit of fold back with them. Now you get 2 each of every design, David. So although there are 48 cards, 24 in the A6 size, 24 in the 6x6 size, but that is then split down to 2 of each. So you've got all of these different colourways. You've got 6 different hot foil applications, from the golds to the coppers to the blues to the pinks. They are absolutely stunning. But think outside of the box. It's not, that one's just literally been folded in half and then matted and laid onto by Colette, which is brilliant. But if you wanted to then take it on a different bit of a level, do your little bit of folding and bending, these are cards that you can shape and do different techniques with as well, Dave.
I totally agree with you. And if I just, we've got them here, I'm just going to hold them up and just have a little flick through for you so you can really appreciate and see everything you're going to get. I mean, nothing's stopping you colouring these flowers in. If you wanted to paint them or get your alcohol pens out or whatever you choose to use, you can colour them if you wish to. But they're just lovely being foiled. And actually, Ellie, my producer, just said you could sand tangle in between the lines. You could do if you wanted to.
Well, you could, David, absolutely, for sure. I mean, interesting that you mentioned there that you could overstamp it. The foil acts as a resist. If you do want to add that colour or that stamping technique over the top, the foil will act as a resist. You could colour in between the foiling lines on there as well. You've got 2 different styles. We've got one quite a lightweight and one a little bit of a heavier weight style in there. And also in the A6 size as well, Dave, which is brilliant. I love these.
I do.
Again, and you can use this style, the way that we've creased these cards, we can use these landscape or portrait. They will stand up in a portrait fashion, which we'll show you in a moment.
And you've got your floral and you've got your flourishes there as well. So they're very, very generic. They're great and useful for all sorts of occasions. But to get 48 of them and the envelopes for $16.99, that's nearly a half price saving. They are stunning. They really, really are. Keith's never done anything quite like this before. And, you know, whenever you need a card blank, whenever you need to kind of up the game and you want to kind of give a very, very, very special card to a very special person, this foiling and this style is going to be absolutely perfect. Just looking again at some more finished cards here. I mean, you can use it with your existing card stock. You don't just have to use the card blanks as they are, although they're great as they are. But yeah, you can trim them, cut them, die cut them if you wish to as well. I mean, this one here, another one done by Andrea, I believe. So again, a lovely rosette on the front, but using it as like a background card with a sentiment on it too. Foiled to absolute perfection. You've done it again.
Yeah, they're brilliant, aren't they, Dave? There's lots of samples there that the team have done. And I love the different styles, David. As you say, this one here is that A6 card. That's the card on the back. They'll just show you the back. This is the card itself. But we've added elements to it. So we've added these lovely metallic gold wings, if you like, and then we've put the sentiment topper off centre there. So it really is making, but you've still got that luxury of the card down the centre there, David, which is just fabulous. I mean, that's just a wonderful, wonderful card, isn't it?
And, you know, sometimes if you get card blanks or you make cards a certain size, you're struggling to get the envelope to fit. This is all done for you. All the envelopes you need for the squares and, is it the A6, did you say?
A6, yeah.
All included, 48 envelopes, 48 card blanks. Half of them, remember, are the square and half of them are the A6. And you get a variety of different coloured foils on there as well. The floral design is quite a thin foiling. And then if you look at the flourish, that's slightly bolder in the reds and the purples and the greens and the golds. Absolutely stunning. You've got like a bronze finish on some of those as well. Again, you can add colour to it if you wish to. Like Keith said, the foil will act as a resist if you do that. Sometimes it's difficult in the studio to get the actual reflection going. But look at how lovely, and they've got a lovely card weight too.
Yeah, they're a nice weighted card, David. They do make, as you can see, you know, I collected the samples last night from the team, and I was so impressed with what they do, the imagination that you come up with. As I say, this one here, you can quite easily use that in a landscape or a portrait kind of fashion. It works in both ways, which is brilliant. You know, as I say, you've got the usage of whichever way around you want to use them.
Colette's done this one. Now, I would not have thought of doing this, but look at that. Almost like a paw print in the middle of it.
Put an aperture in there, isn't that brilliant? Absolutely fabulous. Do you know, Colette's one of these that always thinks outside the box. Do you know what those little paw prints are, David?
No.
Those are those little paw prints that you can buy from car accessory shops that you'd normally stick on the back of your car.
Oh, really?
And she stuck them on the card.
Oh, right, why not?
Which is brilliant. So again, but look, it's created that lovely aperture effect in there, and that's fantastic.
Well, I think they're fantastic. They really are superb. The luxury is obvious. The price is ridiculous. It's virtually a 50% saving of what you should be paying for these. You've got 48 cards. All you need to do is either cut an aperture in the centre, put a topper on it, and you could be selling that card for £152, whatever. So your quid's in. You really are. Straight from the outset. Now it's is that AI 2147? AI 2147, that's the product code if you want to get the new Hobby Maker highlight from Keith today. He had to do something special. We're at that time of the year now where we expect deals, we expect amazing deals. Well, Keith has kind of surpassed himself again with this one today. AI 2147, just $16.99 for everything you can see here on this display. Half of them are A6, half of them are
Square?
6 by 6.
Yep.
6 by 6. Plus you get all 48 envelopes as well. Yours for just $16.99 today. Hello, Louise and Mandy, you're in as well. Loads of you coming through for this right now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, will it be here this afternoon? We have a limited quantity of this deal. When it's gone, it's gone. It'll only be this far.
Am I here this afternoon?
You're here this afternoon?
I am here this afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
You've got 3 hours.
I am. We're taking over this afternoon.
He is.
Smithy's taking over.
Absolutely.
The world.
Now, not only have we got these amazing foiled cards for you, we've also got, now, one of my favourite things in the world, Mulberry papers. Handmade papers, designer handmade papers at crazy prices. When you see where these are going to go, you're going to be on the phones and on the website straight away. And they're in different colourways, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got 10 different colours cascading down the front here, David. Let's just try and, I'll just try and hold up the back there just to show you all 10. We'll go through them individually because you can buy all these 10 individually. But when you see the price, you might just come and say, I'll have all 10.
Right.
I'll have all 10. They've all got their own unique characteristics. So let's go to number 1, Dave, shall we? These are A4 sheet sizes, and they've all got a minimum of 5 A4 sheets in every pack.
Right.
But mulberry paper, manufactured, well, I say manufactured, handmade
yeah.
in Thailand, of course. And the mulberry tree is what we'll call a sar tree. So basically, it's the bark of a sar tree, which is hand-dried, hand-coloured, hand-finished. Everything about it is handmade.
And if you bought every single opportunity in the show, if you bought every single pack in the show, each sheet will be ever so slightly different. All those flecks and those inclusions that give the paper the character will be individual. £2.99. We can let you have each pack. Now, how many do you get in each?
You get 5 sheets in each, David, yeah. £2.99.
For £2.99, okay? And there are 10 different colourways to choose from. So have a little look on the website which colourways you'd like. This particular colourway is IQ2118. £2.99, unbelievable. I would have thought at least a couple of £1 a sheet for handcrafted paper.
Look at it, David. Honestly, you can't make, you know, it's unbelievable, isn't it, really? These are actual little elements of nature all put on there. So you might even find that you can actually lift them up. They're all embedded, if you like, in the actual papers themselves, and they're a little bit lumpy. You know, they've got a little bit of a texture.
They've got character.
They've got character, individual sheets of character, and there might not be 2 exactly the same because they're not mass-made, as in like we would do in modern manufacturing techniques. These are hand-made, hand-finished, hand-rolled. Everything about it, hand-dried, hand-coloured.
I'm just thinking about the cinch, you know, making your journals, making your books, that sort of thing. Why not have the mulberry papers as the pages inside your journal?
Absolutely, David.
That'd be gorgeous.
I mean, these are just fabulous to be able to play with. Let's just pull out this pack. I'm not going to open them all, otherwise I'll get completely confused. But look at this one on here, David. Look at the embossing. Well, I say embossing, but look at the texture in there. You can see that.
Everyone is unique. There's nothing quite like the feel of handmade papers. It's luxury through and through, but look at this price. Look at what we can do for you. 5 sheets in each pack, $2.99 each pack, and there are 10 different colorways to choose from. They're all on the website. Now, how much are they if you buy all 10? Have we got an option to buy all 10?
No,
Okay.
it'd be $29.90.
$29.90 if you wanted all 10 of them. And remember, each colourway is slightly different. I mean, this next one here, if I just pick up this one at random, this is predominantly the greens, as you can probably see here, with all these speckles and flecks through them. Now, Ellie is putting every single colourway on the website for you, so you can select which colourways you'd like to go for. But this one's the green one, as you can probably see. You can see all 5 of the sheets.
The veinage in that's just amazing, isn't it, David? Absolutely amazing. I mean, this is over 700 years in the making, David. That's how long this history of this paper goes back to over 700 years ago of how they've made these papers from the sar. It's a natural bark that falls off the sar tree up there in the northeast part of Thailand. And after the rainy season, the bark just falls off of its own volition, really. It literally strips itself off. And I guess some clever person 700 years ago thought we could maybe flatten this out a little bit. We could then do our little bit of, instead of writing on the cave walls,
I just love everything about it. You know, if you are looking through a journal, looking through a book that you've made or whatever it might be, to have the tactile nature of the mulberry paper, to have that aesthetically pleasing look to each page. I mean, normally pages are pages are pages. You don't really kind of pay much attention to them. But when they're things of beauty like this, I mean, having that as a background, maybe on a card with a lovely picture on the front of it or something like that, use it as like a background, that would work well. But we've got all the different colorways to choose from. We've got pinks and blues and purples in there, greens as well. They're 5 sheets in a pack for $2.99. That is ridiculous value. I mean, you can imagine if you went to like a craft event and a retailer was there selling them a sheet at a time off a stall, what would you expect to pay for 1 sheet of paper?
Absolutely, David, yeah. I mean, handmade papers. And there's a colour in here for everybody. Look at that one there in the blues. Yeah, we've got that one in the blues. Then we've got the lovely cascade of the rainbow colours as well. That's beautiful, isn't it? With the purple, the sunlight yellow, the emerald green, and of course, the rich ruby red in there as well. Then you've got things, the contrast of the pastels there, Dave, with the lovely lavenders and the pinks in there. But look at all of the elements included in with the papers.
And they're also in resealable, reusable plastic wallets as well. So if you just want to take 1 sheet out, because it's so precious, you can reseal it back up again and it protects the other papers that are in there. But you're going to get 5 of them in that sealed wrapper for just £2.99. This is ridiculous. Hello, Karen, you're in. Yasmin's in. Ruth in Worcestershire's in as well. And remember, you just choose the colourways you want on our website right now. You only ever pay 1 P&P per day at Hobbymaker of $3.95. So if you want to put all 10 in your basket, that'll be $29.90, and you'll then have 50 sheets of luxurious handcrafted mulberry paper and 1 P&P charge of just $3.95 for the whole day. And when you see what else Keith has got up his sleeve throughout the day today, you'll probably want a multi-order. It's 60p a sheet for designer papers like this.
Absolutely, David. Unbelievable pricing for sure. This is better than half price, David. But when they've gone, sadly to say. This is the stocks that we've got at Paper Dynamics. We're clearing the decks. We're making way for new things for 2023. So take advantage whilst we've got it.
Now, some of these are pretty limited stock. We've got more of some, less of some of the other colourways. So if you want to cherry pick the colourways that are right for your project that you're working on or you want to work on, I just love the feel of it. These are works of nature, but works of art at the same time.
Yep,
they really are. Handcrafted papers. You expect to pay a premium for them. I certainly would expect to pay a premium for them. Maybe £2 a sheet if I bought them individually. I would not be surprised at that. You're getting them today for 60p per sheet, and you get 5 in each plastic wallet for £2.99. You cannot beat this deal today. And if you love your journaling, if you love your bookmaking, not just for that, obviously, but there's designer papers in those sort of things, elevates your project to something even more luxurious, even more wonderful to touch, even more wonderful to look at. And remember, you can use these in your card making as well. You could die cut them.
Oh yeah, you can die cut them, David.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do die cut. I mean, again, look, I've got loads of samples. If you like that all natural kind of look, really, then this is the kind of thing that you can do with all of your mulberry papers. They're a little bit different, David. I'll just pass 1 or 2 over for you there, for you to hold up, because it is all about creating things just a little bit different, a little bit au naturel, really. And even sometimes the more simplistic of things as well. So, for instance, like on here, we've done a little bit of cutting on the backs and really, I think we've made a really nice card
and
there.
Also, it tears really well as well. If you wanted to get maybe that kind of feathered look, if you've got like a water brush, for example, you could actually go over the paper with the water brush, just a bit of water on a brush, and then just tease it like you would do rice papers. It works in a similar way, doesn't
Absolutely.
it?
Another thing with the you get your Mod Podge, David. Can I just show you this one here? Because if I just show you this little, it's a jam jar. It's a jam jar, but it's a jam jar with a little candle in it. Look, it's got a little candle in there, so you can make the most wonderful little gifts out of the most simplistic things. So upcycling, recycling. But if you look at this, can you see all of the die cutting on the top edge here? So this has been done with it has been die cut, really things. But I don't know if you can see here. Can you see these elements just on the bottom side here? This is, David, in fact, that paper.
Wow.
So we're just using Mod Podge with it, which you obviously go to the website. We usually have Mod Podge in stock there for you, but you can use so many different ways. Again, look how that's beautifully decorated, the whole jam jar.
Now, some of these we are down to single figure stock of now. Remember, there are 5 sheets in each pack and there are 10 packs to choose from. If you're not really worried about the colour, then just order away. Go to the website, have a little look, but they are in colourways. You've got purples and pinks. If you like the one that we've got out of the packet first of all, which is this one just here. This has got a blue, like a denim blue in it. You've got 2 of the kind of natural with all those fibres. It is a work of art. When you look at it, it intrigues you. All the hairs, all the fibres that you can see there, whether you're decorating and doing things like jars, as Keith said, with a bit of Mod Podge, that will work a treat. You can die cut it, you can use it for matting and layering. The character that you've got in these sheets of paper, there's nothing else quite like mulberry paper that's out there on the market. And the fact that it's not mass produced, the fact that it's all made by hand, you're getting it for a fraction of what you should be paying for it. It's at least a half price saving.
Well, better than, David, yeah. At $2.99, this is a giveaway price, but take advantage whilst we've got it. Some of them are almost gone now. I can hear in my ear. They're saying that, and look, it's only 7:15 in the morning, David, which is brilliant. Welcome and good morning. Good morning.
Absolutely.
On the eve before Christmas Eve.
Eve of Christmas Eve,
The eve of Christmas Eve. I'm here all day.
You are. And you've been up since 3 o'clock, so there.
Yeah, my wife doesn't even know there's 2, 3 o'clock in the same day, though.
Okay, now have a look at those colourways there. You can see that one's got the red and the blue in it, and that's IQ2118, the item number, the product code on that. Go for a few. You're not going to pay any more postage. It's capped at $3.95 for the whole day, but just cherry pick, or maybe go for a few of the same. If you've got a project and you want to keep the colourways all very same and very uniform through that project, I'm just imagining this as leaves inside a journal. It would look and feel amazing, and it makes it very special. It makes it a one-off piece, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Completely unique, David. Completely one-off special. And of course, you know, handmade, so there's a good backstory with it as well. Because then you can tell your customers, if you're making and selling, you can tell your customers, look, these are handmade papers from the mulberry tree, from the northeastern part of Thailand. You know, this is history in the making. And on the back, you do get a little bit of that history included there. So if you wanted to be able to, you know, read about the story itself, it's on the back included with the packs themselves.
I'm just grabbing this one. Look at this one, this blue, predominantly blue and cream, this particular pack, but look at all the fibres you've got in there. There's so much going on in there, but it's still a practical, usable paper. Isn't that brilliant?
And then, Dave, look at that. Look what we've done with this. We've actually used our Mod Podge again, and we've then decorated things like the little wooden jewellery boxes. And look how we've aligned that included in with the set there. So there's a lot that you can do with these, David. It really is a very, very attractive paper to be able to work with, because obviously it's so soft that if you do add that Mod Podge kind of feel or those liquid kind of feels, it will soften up even more. And that does mean then that you can actually mould it around a home decor kind of environment.
Now, if you like this kind of almost like a nautical colour, the blue and the cream together, this is on the screen right now for you. This is WX2184, also just £2.99. Remember, they're all photographed for you on the website. They're all there individually. Put a whole bundle into your basket, and you'll find that when you get your confirmation email, you've only been charged $3.95 for all of your orders. Whether you're ordering one thing from Keith today, whether you're ordering 21 things from Keith, it will be just one P&P charge to get it home of £3.95. Bargains right the way through the day. Okay, now what else have we got?
Oh, Dave,
you're not.
We should have had a stand here. I'll just put those at the back there for a moment. Let's have a quick look at these, because Dave, we've only got a small quantity of these left, but these are our mulberry tree ribbon sets.
Oh, there's still the mulberry papers?
Yeah, mulberry
Oh,
papers,
right.
yeah. We only got the 2 different styles left. We've got the lovely naturals with the browns, the creams, and the ivories. And then, of course, you've got the lovely things, but fantastic. They are, I believe, the same price, and because you get the same content in there for sure.
Okay, £2.50. Did you get both, Ellie? Choice of, right, okay. So that one there, if you like the multicoloured one, that is £2.50. And do we know roughly how much we get, or? There's a lot.
I can't remember what it said, David, on there, actually. You've caught me on things. I get around about a metre of each, Dave.
Okay.
Going on past history, when I unravelled one, you do get just short of a metre on each roll.
Handmade ribbon rolls.
Handmade ribbon rolls. And what you can do with them, David, obviously, we did make a big bow out of these before, but again, you could cut into these for sure. You could stamp into them, over-stamp it if you wanted to do so. I mean, these are just lovely. And, of course, it is paper, so it will tear as well.
So I thought they were strands. They're not strands. You can see they are ribbons. Absolutely beautiful, wide ribbons. What are you going to be making them into? How are you going to be using them? Remember, you get 2, 4, 6 rolls in each set. That one is the multicoloured one, so that's going to give you the bright green, the yellow, the purple, the pink in there as well. And the other one is more natural. So if you prefer your kind of natural, your earth tones, you're going to get your cream, you're going to get your fawn, and you're going to get your beautiful bronze in there as well. Again, that is, I thought originally they were all little strands, but they're not. That's the width of the ribbon, okay? That's the double size width, that's the single size width. Again, tie bows in them, it's entirely up to you. Again, if you want to add character, you want to add texture to a project, this is going to give you that beautifully. £2.50, made from, again, that beautiful, unique mulberry paper, MR2165. All these prices are ridiculous. Everything is a ridiculously reduced price. For obvious reasons, you want bargains at this time of the year. That's what Keith is famous for, and that's what he's doing for you today. So if you want that unique mulberry paper, but in a ribbon form, we're very limited in this one. So if you want the natural, we've got 8 opportunities for this particular natural bundle to go, okay? So if you love your browns, your creams and your fawns, that is MR2165. The next 8 people through will be lucky. Hi, Maria. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Elaine. All of you only being charged £2.50 plus your 1 P&P of £3.95. So if you bought maybe the card blanks a few minutes ago, the Hobby Maker Highlight, come back now and order this. You paid your £3.95 already. That will be a delivered price of £2.50 if you buy MR2165. Right, from our ribbons, we're going to then go on to the flower tray. Now, do you get, is this what you get?
This is how it comes, David, yeah. This is how it comes.
Oh, wow.
100 individual flowers. And these are, well, it's almost like the mulberry paper's then been compressed, David. So I'll just very carefully just take the little ribbon off.
So it's like the mulberry paper's been die cut and then embossed at the same time.
Absolutely, right. But several of them. I mean, look how the feel of those.
Oh, wow.
Aren't they brilliant?
Wow, wow, wow. Now, this is the thickness of them. We're taking these down to £7.50, tray included as well, all the different colourways. But I thought that was actually maybe 7 or 8 flowers compressed, but it's not.
Yeah, aren't they fantastic?
Yeah.
They're just unbelievable, really. We don't have a lot of stock, Dave.
No.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Now, obviously, if you wanted to add your distress inks or something like that, you can do to this. We don't have many of these left at all now, down to single figure stock. This is not going to be on the afternoon show this afternoon. So if you want that tray, 100 of those flowers, OQ2181. We've got more people wanting it than we have stock. So please check your baskets out. The next few of you will be very, very lucky to get that. Something a bit special there. OQ2181, and it's going to go any minute. That's not going to be on the afternoon show. It's going to go in this, the Wake Up to Hobby Maker. All right, now still more mulberry papers for you, but this time these are packs. Packs of not just the papers, but you've also got things like tags inside here as well. Love, love, love these. Now the price on this is going to a ridiculous price.
Oh, David, this is just unbelievable. I love these packs. I'm just going to open up the red one just to be able to show the viewers exactly. They're all identical. There are 8 different colourways. We'll go through all of them in a moment or two. But within the papers, David, you're going to get all sorts of other little accessories as well. These have got sheets of paper in there as well, David. All mulberry papers, but look at these.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is just amazing. So again, all of those, I mean, look gift wrapping. I'm thinking of your gift wrapping, of you doing your decorating. You've got this lovely big sheet of paper.
Valentine's, this colour.
And the red's there. And look, they're fantastic, aren't they, really? I mean, that is bigger than A3.
Have you seen where the price has gone? £5, £5. £5 for everything in this wallet, and each pack will be matching that price as well. So all the colourways we've got there for you on our stand, they're all going to be £5 each. But if you go for all, how many packs is there?
There's eight different colourways.
So if you go for all 8 packs, we can give you an even more special price.
If you go for all 8 more packs, because David, let me tell you, all 8 packs, these were normally £10 a pack. We put them on earlier on in 2022. They were at £9.99 each. We did a little bit of deal if you bought 8 of them. Now with half that price and better than.
That's crazy. So not £44.99 if you buy all 10. We are going to give them to you for less than £30. All 8 packs for £29.99. So basically, you're getting another £10 reduction, aren't you, off that price by buying all of them together?
By all of them together, David, all 8 of them. And you're going to get all of these. You're going to get 3 sheets of the large papers, as I've just shown you there. Every pack has got 3 sheets of the large paper in the coordinating colours. So you've got those 3 different shades of coordinating mulberries and reds and pinks in there. But then you also then get, David, the 4 sheets of the cardstock. Look, again, all these lovely texture papers. 1, 2, 3, 4, all in the coordinating colourways that are going to match with those papers as well. And then there's more, David, because you get 16 of these lovely little, let's just open it, and this is just beautiful for crafting in general. You've got these little pockets down on here. Let me just open this one up, David, for you, because, well, I mean, even the packaging is just unbelievable, because everything's in its own little packet within the packet. But you get 16 of these lovely little mulberry frames in there as well, David.
This is just too good to miss out on. The value for money and the variety that you get in each wallet is absolutely brilliant. Look at these. All die cut, those frames for you.
All die cut for you. And David, and then look.
You get tags.
The skeleton leaves, you've got the tags, you've got the ribbon, the little cord ribbon down on the bottom there as well.
Look at those leaves. They are amazing.
The skeleton leaves are just unbelievable. Let's just show you this, David. This is in the blues of what you can do with these. Look at those skeleton leaves on the top there. Aren't they fantastic? I mean, this is, you couldn't go into a craft store and find these in the different colourways. And of course, you're then going to get, if you get all 8, you're going to get them in the reds, you're going to get them in the blues, you're going to get them in the greens. And then look at the, on the sides, look how this has been decorated on the sides, using those little tag elements as well. You can really have a lot of creative fun with this particular collection.
I've just grabbed the blue one. Just look at the presentation of this. If you saw this in a craft shop or in a department store and it had £24.99 on it, you know, just for one, I wouldn't be surprised at that, because the luxury is obvious. All those handmade papers, those big sheets, of course, as well. The skeleton leaves I love. You've got some twine and rope in there, the tags and the frames. The whole thing you're going to get for just a £5. £5, but if you buy all 8 of them, we'll give them to you for £29.99, which takes another at least, what, £1.20 off the cost of this. So is that, like you're only paying about £3.80 each. It's crazy. IK2190 gets you all 8 packs of these, and they make great gifts. Just a
lovely gift pack, isn't it, David? Just as it is. But again, then let's just have a look, David, at some of the samples that I've got on here. I'm going to show you this one, David, because this is lovely. This is a little gift set, and we've used again those lovely leaves, skeleton leaves, down on this side, down on here. We used it with a little bit of things, but look inside. If I just open this up,
it's so subtle but so beautiful, aren't they?
And then look, we've made these wonderful little card collections, David, in there.
Oh, I love these. Look at this. With the mulberry paper as the centrepiece in an aperture that's been die cut out. Isn't that just dreamy? Each one of these hand-made papers, layered beautifully to create that kind of layered effect. Really, really beautiful. That's the sort of thing my mum loves. Anything like this, notelets and things like that.
Yep.
But again, to get the skeleton leaves too, which you don't see that often. I can't remember the last time I saw any of those skeleton leaves, but they're really dreamy and beautiful. Maybe you could even make them into a dream catcher.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, dream catchers would be amazing.
That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, would be fantastic. I mean, again, it's about that natural kind of look. I mean, look at this one with the terracotta kind of finish. This is done from this pack here, David. Look how beautiful that will make those wonderful or natural kind of cards. And of course, you can make and sell. We're happy for you to make and sell with all of this range.
And just think, you know, if you can put on your stall a little handmade kind of sign saying using handcrafted papers, handmade papers. No two papers can ever be the same because they are so individual and so unique. But I didn't even know they did kits like this with the tags and the frames in, and the skeleton leaves too, and the twine. The whole thing's color coordinated for you as well. If you've got a particular favorite colorway, maybe you're thinking about wedding stationery later in the year or something like that, and you want to go for a certain colorway and you want multiples of that one color, you can buy them individually at £5 each right now, 1 P&P charge. But if you buy all 8, which is what's on the screen there, you'll get them for an even better deal, down to £29.99 for all 8 packs. So it's almost like you're getting a couple of them for nothing.
And look, we've got a little bit of wall out there, David. And then I love this one. For those of you who like stamping, you can stamp onto the mulberry papers. It's a natural paper. There's no resist there whatsoever. So you can stamp onto there. Look how the tags have been used in the top corner of that collection. And, of course, the papers themselves on that distressed look at the back there. They are stunning in the workmanship that goes into these.
Can I have a favourite, Keith?
You can have a favourite, David, by sure.
This is my favourite. Look at this colourway. Very natural, very neutral. Your fawns, your beiges, your browns, very, very fashionable colourways. And again, £5 or £29.99 if you want all 8 of them. Keith will make sure you get all 8, and you've got this quantity in each one, working out, what's £30 divided by 8? It's about £4, is it?
That's a fun.
£3.75.
Yeah.
£3.75 for this. I'd easily be expected to pay £15, £20 for it.
And the skeleton leaves, David, on their own would be most of that kind of cost.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
on their own with the skeleton leaves. Because they're very fragile, very delicate, very, beautiful. And they've got little glitter bits in them as well, David, of the skeleton leaves.
I love the way you've decorated that box lid. That is absolutely dreamy, isn't it? But again, you can use those skeleton leaves in any way you wish. Yeah, if you were to kind of dismantle this pack and take everything out, how much would you pay for mulberry paper tags? How much would you pay for mulberry paper frames? How much would you pay for that twine and that rope? And certainly, like Keith was just saying, those skeleton leaves, they'd be best part of £3 or £4 on their own if you were to buy them separately. So to get each pack for less than £5, £3.75 if you buy all 8 of them, or £5 each if you buy them individually, they are just divine. What are you going to be making out of these papers? Is it going to be a project? Is it going to be journals and books? Is it going to be an object like a dream catcher for the bedroom or something like that? You can use them in lots of ways, but the key thing that I really must stress is the fact that they are unique papers. The chance to own handmade papers like this you normally expect to pay a premium for. Today, you are getting them at a crazy price thanks to Keith and Paper Dynamics, £29.99. £29.99, IK2190 is the product number, gets you all of those colourways there. But maybe like me, you love the kind of neutral tones of the creams and the browns. If you want to buy 3, 4, 5 of those, feel free, you can do. But again, the quantity is not as much as we would like. We do have vast quantities of certain things throughout the day. It is a sale day for Keith today. Everything is massively reduced. Limited stock now on this bundle. We have literally 10% of the stock remaining now. That's how quickly this is flying. The individuals are still there, but if you want the bundle of all 8 of them, we're down to the last few. Okay, I hope you're lucky. I just think they're fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
That shocked me, David.
It has. Your bells will be ringing.
My bells are ringing.
That's a sound of shock. IK2190 if you want that. Be quick though, they are not going to be here this afternoon because we've got the different shows this afternoon, haven't we?
We've got different shows this afternoon, David. Yeah, some of this stuff's supposed to be back on at 3 o'clock. We'll have to do a bit of reformulating of what stocks we've got.
Yep.
I'll be checking back with the factory during the morning. I'll be on the phone to the current Mrs. Smith and saying, what have we got left? What have we got left? Have we got any more? Have we got any more? But look, I mean, again, David, look at these little tags that have been made with these sets. I mean, you're not going to go wrong with any of these kind of lovely little gift kind of elements, all handmade paper. They're beautiful.
And the fact that it's handmade paper really sets it apart from other collections that you may have seen. You'd expect to pay, I would expect to pay more for handmade papers. In this instance today, you're paying a lot less than you should be. And if you go for the big bundle, which is about to sell out by the looks of it, you get all 8 sets. £3.75 each, £29.99, whereas if you want them individually, they are £5, half the price they should be. And if they were £15 each pack, I would not be surprised. That's the sort of quality and the variety. Now, the ribbons we showed you, they've nearly gone as well. So what we'll have left at 3 o'clock this afternoon is anybody's guess. Now, the ribbons are available in 2 colourways. You can go for the bright colours or you can go for the neutral creams and browns. Which one are we showing first, Ellie? The brights, okay. So remember, when I saw those, I thought they were like raffia, wrapped up raffia, but it's not. That is the width of the ribbon, okay? And this is, again, the beautiful handmade papers. Let me just, again, take this out to show you. So it looks like it's just lots of raffia wrap round like that, but it's not. That's the width of it there. And it's beautifully, it looks a little bit like kind of crepe paper. It's got a bit of a stretch to it, but it is handmade papers.
It is, yep. And they're stunning, aren't they, really? I mean, again, you know, a nice length for you to be able to work with, as I say. We did actually have, when I previously showed these, we made a bow out of these, which was really, really cool. And there's a lot, if you're a little bit creative and, you know, you like bending and shaping and making things, this is a brilliant little add-in. I'm
thinking, you know, maybe you love your flowers. Maybe you like to do flower arrangements and that sort of thing. Then they'd make a great bow around the base of a flower bunch or a bouquet. That would look lovely. And you're getting 2 different sizes. You get 2 in the wider size, in the yellow and the green. Then you get 4 in the half sizes. So they're half as wide as the large one. But you get purple, pink, green and yellow. So those are the brights. £2.50. You can multi-order. Lots of you are. And that's coming up on the screen now for you.
Some of these, David, you know, a lot of people make handmade candles.
Yes.
It would be great to wrap around the candle itself and then decorate it on, maybe put one of the gift tags on there from one of the Mulberry sets as well.
I totally agree.
So you can really make this into a gift kind of element, couldn't you?
Now, the naturals, if you want the naturals, we've got 1 left in the naturals. So you get the beige, you get the cream, and you get the brown. And again, that's the width of that particular ribbon, and those are the widths of the half-size ribbons. £2.50, MR2165. Good luck. I hope, who's going to get the last one? I think it could be Julian Devon. So whoever it is, congratulations. If you're in, you're getting bargains. Bargains after bargains after bargains on this, the 23rd of December.
And this afternoon, please join us this afternoon because from 3 o'clock, right the way through till 6 o'clock.
The takeover.
It's a takeover, but all hours are different, Dave. We have got dozens and dozens and dozens of lines that you'll not believe the prices of, and you've got to join us for the whole afternoon. We're going to have a bit of fun. I'll get my bells out.
Absolutely. Bells are out for the afternoon.
The bells are ringing.
3 until 6 this afternoon. Now, let's go back to the Mulberry papers. Let's go back to those. The packs, do you want? The packs. OK, so the packs, remember, these are groundbreaking and different and really luxurious. This is another firm favourite. This has got like a terracotta colour. Now, some of them have gone. Have we still got the big bundle? Oh, the papers, not the packs. Oh, OK, right. So back to the Mulberry papers that we had at the very beginning.
I'll tidy up, David. I'll just put those on there so we can see the wood for the trees as the wood for the trees. Do you get it?
I get it. Now, the Mulberry papers that we're talking about, these, remember, are packs of 5, OK? So you've got, as you can see, handmade Mulberry papers with all those fibres running through the pages. Absolutely lovely. Now, they should be double the price. They are £2.99 for all 5 of them. They should be £4.50, OK? So you're getting £1.50 off each one. That's BP2137, the item number, if you like that particular colourway. But Keith's got all the other colourways as well. They are all on the website photographed, so if you want to take a little look, and they're all different, totally different colourways. You've got pinks in there, you've got blues in there, you've got the natural colours, the browns and the fawns, you've got pastel shades as well. But one thing's for sure, each and every pack will be different. If you bought 5 of the same and you analysed them and looked at each of those papers, because they're all handcrafted papers, they will all be ever so slightly different. But honestly, if you've ever held Mulberry papers, you'll know the difference between that and traditional paper and cardstock. If you're putting them in books, in journals, if you're using them in any form of journal or presentation book, the page feel is absolutely stunning. And the effect, the visual effect of the papers as well, it's just oozing character. I've never seen Mulberry papers at this price, never.
Well, the price is one thing, David. The quality of the papers is another. I mean, they are really stunning. I love the fact that, you know, look at that one there, David.
Green one,
yeah, that one there. Isn't that just stunning? I mean, again, the detail that's included on the papers there. I mean, how they do it, I have no idea. But all hand pressed, hand dried. all of the elements are all natural elements, David, that have been done. So these are not done through like modern manufacturing techniques.
Traditional methods. So look at that one. That looks very kind of autumnal and very natural. The next one looks like almost like a ticker tape celebration because you've got these multicoloured fibres running through these. So each pack is different. You choose the colourway you want. They're all $2.99. Look at the pink one, again with that kind of ticker tape effect on that as well. This next one, these are your kind of primary colours here. So you've got your blue, your red, your green, your yellow, your purple. So some have got more fibrous finishes to them than others, like this one. This is so beautiful. It's like wispy bits of hay kind of blowing in the breeze, isn't it?
It is.
Incredible.
It is, yeah. They're absolutely fantastic to see how the elements have all been put together. And I like the way, David, that when they've been put together, the only production side of this is the fact that they are probably being guillotined to the finished size of A4 size sheets. So these have not got these have got straight edges on them, but you could quite easily just pull apart those fibres and create those wonderful natural affected sides if you wanted to do so.
£2.99. Now, if you had to pay $3.95 for every order that you had delivered, that would work out to be quite a pricey purchase. With us, you don't have to. It's £3.95 for the whole day's orders. So if you want to buy a few of these at $2.99, you want to come back a bit later on and buy a few things from Keith in the 3, 4, 5 o'clock show this afternoon, maybe they're going to be £2, £3, £4, £5. You've paid your postage once at $3.95. All the other purchases, that's a delivered price, all right? So BP 2137 for your handmade mulberry papers. Just choose which ones you'd like. If you want multiples of the same, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, we're going to continue then, go back to the deal of the day, or the Hobby Maker highlight as we call it. Now this is remarkable. This launched half an hour ago, just after 7 o'clock. You've got 24 in one size and 24 in another of the most beautiful foiled card blanks. And the sizes again, Keith? 6 by 6.
6 inches by 6 inches, David, which is 148 millimetres square. So just a tad under 6 inches. Don't hold that to me. 6 inches. It could be this big or it could be this big. They're 148 millimetres square, or 148 by 296 millimetres, because of course it's creased down the middle. But beautiful hand luxury, all individually hand foiled on our machines there, David. In 6 different colourways, and we give you 2 of each. So there are 12 colours in the A6 size and 12 colours in the 6x6 size, but 2 of each gives you 24 of each. So 24 of the A6 cards, 24 of the 6x6 cards, 48 in total, complete with the 48 envelopes as well, Dave.
Absolutely, envelopes included. I just think this is an absolute bargain. Remember, we launched this price half an hour ago. Loads of you took advantage of it then. It's £16.99. That's all you pay for the card blanks and the actual envelopes from $29.99. So it's a virtual half price saving. 48 cards, 48 envelopes, $16.99, 1 P&P of $3.95. And this one, Keith, I mean, this particular style is a beautiful floral. Again, you can cut an aperture into this. You could put a topper on this if you wanted to. You could even tangle in the petals if you wanted to do that, or you could certainly colour using your pens and that sort of thing too. But can you see just how fine that foiling is? That's a purple one. This one's in red. So it's a mixture of...
You've got something for every occasion. Mother's Day coming up, Valentine's coming up. The reds are going to be popular for that, aren't they? You've got the lovely copper colours as well, David, in there as well. They're beautiful. Honestly, the 6 colours are just purple, pink, copper, gold, red, blue, all of those colours are included in both sizes, Dave.
And again, those flourishes, they're bolder than the flowers. The flowers are quite fine lined, but the flourishes just really catch the light beautifully. They're stunning, aren't they? Each one is scored 48, 2 different sizes and 2 different patterns, plus the envelopes as well. This is our Hobby Maker highlight that we launched literally half an hour ago. We've got a big stock, but is it enough to last the entire day? I've got my doubts. And of course, you can score this card as well. Do fancy card blanks with it. Andrea's done this one, Andrea Adamson. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's one of your inserts that you bring us.
How they're lovely, yeah. I mean, what I said to the ladies was, use any of the elements that we've done from previous collections. You can, put anything on there to just really emphasise that this is a card collection that you can mould to whatever you've got in your craft room. It will work with anything and everything. Elements that you had on this morning, David, at 6 o'clock, they will work, of course, all of these as well. Yeah, totally. And again, incorporate it with other cardstock that you've already got in your collection. I mean, this one, as you can see,
That works beautifully well, just using the flourish as the base on that particular card. Some others that we've got here as well. Here's another one. Easel card, there we go, look. And that's actually scoring the actual card blank and trimming it. You can cut it down if you want to too. The potential of this is absolutely huge. I mean, this is an instant card. You've got a little bit of holographic on the edge there. Beautiful topper on the front with those flowers behind.
Isn't it lovely? It is,
gorgeous.
that's as easy as it needs to be. Sometimes less can be more. And of course, if you're only to make and sell, a little bit of hologram on there, which we've got coming in this afternoon shows. At Bargain Bucket fall off the back of a lorry price.
Absolutely right. And Colette's made this one, and this is actually, rather than it being a card, this is more of like a collectible postcard sort of theme. $16.99 AI2147 gets you, remember, the Hobby Maker highlight, brand new today. We're celebrating today with incredible prices from Keith. You know, this is the time of the year where you want bargains, you expect bargains. And that's what Keith is bringing us right now in this show, and also later on between 3 and 6 this afternoon. And we're back, of course, at 1 o'clock this afternoon with the traditional Hobby Maker afternoon shows, including a look at the brand new Cricut Joy machine as well. We're looking forward to that. It's an amazing cutting machine coming up later. All right, Keith, what do you want to do?
Well, we all need our gadgets and gizmos, don't we, Dave?
We do.
For sure. But I'm not going to use any of them for now, because I've done a little bit of preparing for this. We're going to use one of the Hobby Maker highlight cards in the blue. Now, we put blue in there because this will make masculine or feminine kind of cards. It'll make cards for any kind of occasion, but they are absolutely stunning. And as you can see, the crease right down the centre there, so they're beautifully foiled. But as a base card, David, these are amazing. I'm going to use a little bit of satin gold card. Many of you will have these from the kilo boxes or from the packs that we've done in the past. Again, we're really looking forward to next year, where we've got even more exciting things coming down the track. So, but this, obviously, just using this for a little bit of matting on there, David. And you think, well, the blue and the satin gold, would that work? Well, I think it works really, really well with each other, David. So let's just put that on there, make sure I get it in the right way around. So that's going to go. I've cut that in quite nicely because I want it to retain, to show you can still see the pattern of the card on the outside edge. And as I say, to be able to make and sell, we're very happy for you to do that. Then we're going to take a little bit of the bright gold card, Dave, for that lovely matte and layering technique. We've done absolutely, when I say, boys and girls, that you guys have purchased during 2023 tons of this stuff.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. It is literally tons of this stuff. We have gone through palette after palette after palette of metallic gold and silver and holographic cards. So thank you for everybody who's supported us during the course of 2022, and we're looking forward to you being with us during the course of 2023 as well.
Talking about the Hobby Maker highlight though, the 48 foil cards, you could spend easily that sort of price, $16.99, on just plain white cards for that price with envelopes. So to get them foiled in different colorways, in different designs as well, masculine and feminine cards, you're all sorted.
Absolutely, David. Yeah, for sure. And what I'm just going to do is going to put a little bit of tape on the back there, on that one there, because I'm bringing into play one of those mulberry papers, David, and that's why the packs of paper are all on here. Now, you can see straight away, oh, it's a little bit too big. But the beauty of the mulberry papers, David, is this. It's already, you can so easily just tear it across, just pull away the fibres. It's handmade. Look at the detail of how these are just going to fall apart. You can get such a lovely, natural kind of look just by pulling that apart.
There's something really satisfying when you kind of tear a natural paper like that, handmade paper like that. It tears beautifully.
We've got a fan in the building. It's moving on its own. It is lightweight. It's, you know, literally, as they say, light as a feather, but it is beautiful, the effects that you can get with there. So let's just take a little bit of a tape off, David, from on that one for us. And I might actually just put just a tiny little bit more, because I don't want it to come falling off. So we're just going to put a little bit more tape up onto here, and we'll put another little bit more of tape down on the bottom there. And we'll take that off as well. You can use the mulberry papers. You know, obviously, you don't have to make necessarily a mulberry paper card. You can use the mulberry papers as accents within all of your card making projects, but it's a natural kind of paper effect that is just going to be stunning on there. So there we go, that's stuck that down on there now. And then we're going to bring into play other little elements that we've got on there, David. Also, again, I've taken some of the metallic gold card. We've got all sorts coming up this afternoon, so just check in and you'll see. We may well have holograms, we may have metallics, all sorts of things coming up this afternoon in this afternoon's shows. But look how this is die cut as well, David. That's one of the things I say about our metallic cards, is that they die cut amazingly, amazingly well. So we're now going to put our lovely little head onto here. That one's going to go really nicely onto there as well. And then we're going to put our lovely little bow on the bottom here, David. Again, this is from a previous show that we've done. If you've got anything like this, these are all decorative little bits that you can have in your craft room. However, we're going to come to something else in a moment. So that's just going to go nicely onto the bottom. The thing with the other mulberry papers as well, David, is look how you can squish and squash them to be able to make your own little flowers as well. I mean, she's literally just taking the papers and, you know, and literally squish them up so that they make their own little flowers. And these have just had a little bit of a dab of glue in there as well, and we can then put those in there. So I'm just going to put some little bit of glue onto them, David.
To be fair, when you look at a sheet of paper, ordinary everyday paper, it doesn't kind of set the world alight, does it? When you look at a mulberry sheet, you kind of think, this is interesting, this is different. Each one has got its own kind of character, and no two sheets can ever be the same. So you could buy every single sheet we've got in the show today, and each one will be different. And that's what I love about it. And that's why you know, not surprisingly, expect to pay more for a handmade paper. But here today, the opposite is true.
Are they lovely? They really are, Dave. Beautiful. So just putting a little bit of PVA glue on the bottom of these here, and we're just decorating this lovely little hat on the side here with the glue effect on there. I mean, beautiful. So all of this just all gives that lovely hand feel, hand finish kind of feel. Just brilliant. And that's the last one on there, David. So I got rid of my glue a little bit, so I'm going to put that one down the bottom there. So it's decorated with on those as well. And then what we can do then, Dave, we could just add a little bit of gemstones if we wanted to do, just to really bring in and finish that off. So we're just going to put a couple of gemstones on this top side over here. And what we'll do is we're just going to put the 3 around the little hats. That's one onto there and one onto there. But there we go. We can see we made a lovely card quite quickly and easily that you can make and sell. But it's the highlight, the backdrop of it really. The whole ambience of the back there is beautiful to hold that in place.
Now remember, the Hobby Maker highlight is basically the foiled card blanks. They are absolute luxury. You're loving them. They are in 2 different styles and they're in 2 different sizes. So you've got your A6 and you've also got your 6x6 as well. Now if I just show you, the Flourish one that Keith used there was the blue foil, but you're going to get purple foil, gold foil, copper as well, like a rose gold. The blue's lovely too. So that's the Flourish pattern. You get 24 of those. And then this one is the rose or the flower pattern. So this is a lot thinner, the foiling on here. But again, you can colour. Maybe you just wanted to colour one flower, leave all the others plain and just colour one. That's quite a popular thing to do these days. They are works of art. They're lovely. And then, yeah, you get all of 24 in the rose design, and you get 24 in the flourishes. You then also get 24 of the A6 envelopes and 24 of the 6x6 envelopes. So in total, 48 envelopes, 48 cards, $16.99 is your Hobby Maker highlight for this show. You know, one card like that could easily be sold for £2.50, £3. And you wouldn't need to put an awful lot on there. You could do like Keith did, matte and layer a couple of things on there. If you wanted to die cut the middle out to create an aperture, you could do that, of course, as well. But the fact that you've got that very exquisite, beautiful, luxurious foiling on each and every one of them, and the envelopes included for $16.99. I don't know whether you're having an early morning, as my other half was earlier on, up to the supermarket at 6 a.m. to get the rest of the food and that sort of thing, or whether you're having a lie-in and maybe you've already broken up for the Christmas holes and that sort of thing. Or maybe you're just having a lazy morning, maybe you're on shifts and you're working later on today. Whichever the case may be, great to have your company. We're with you live right the way through the day, of course. It's Jewellery Maker and Sewing Street that take over from us in about 5-10 minutes time at 8 o'clock. And then we're back live, Keith and myself, this afternoon between 1 and 6 with cricket and more great sales from Keith to come. Now, before we go, I've got to remind you, this is one of the most unbelievable deals I think I've seen from Keith in a long time. I love anything like this. I love things that are put together with thought, with luxury in mind, and amazing value for money. Just one of those in a department store, on a shelf, on display, £15 for handmade papers, handmade tags, handmade frames, rope, and also those wonderful fine, what did you call those leaves? Stencil leaves, did you call them?
The skeleton leaves.
Skeleton leaves, that's it, yeah. So all those skeleton leaves as well, they're absolutely transparent. You know, if you're paying £14.99 for a pack of that, I wouldn't think that was excessive. You're going to get 8 of them for £29.99, each one different, all those different colourways. Have we still got the individuals available? We do still have the individuals available, so if there's one colourway that you like the look of, maybe you like the neutrals like I do with the beiges and the browns, order 2, 3, 4 of those, or maybe you love the greys, that's another very fashionable colour at the moment. But if you go for the bundle of all of them, you're going to get 8 of them, making them only £3.75 each. Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. And you don't get just a few elements in here, you get lots for your money. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's at least 6 sheets of the mulberry papers, if not more. Then you've got your skeleton leaves, then you've got your handmade tags, frames, and the rope in there too. Beautifully, beautifully presented and resealable. So if you just want to take a couple of elements out and you want to kind of keep everything else nice and fresh and dust free, you can easily remove a sheet out the back of this and then just basically re-stick it back up. So yeah, they've thought of everything. IK2190 is your product code. If you go for that, you're going to get everything that you can see on the screen delivered in the next few days from Keith, and just 1 P&P all day of £3.95. And Keith, you've just proven that you can colour them in.
Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of colouring using a chameleon pen, Dave, just to be able to colour in these roses. And as I say, the foil acts as a resist, so you've still got the luxury of that foiled element in there if you wanted to do so. Very therapeutic this is, I have to say. This is definitely the way to wake up on a Friday morning, doing a little bit of colouring in there. But you know, again, I don't pretend to be an artiste, but I do like the fact that this does that you don't have to be you can go over the foil lines, you know, quite nicely, and then I don't know if the camera will actually pick up, but if I just twist that to the side now, David, you can still see the actual foil element is still there. You can still see that the foil is bouncing off that card, for sure.
And it's really fashionable at the moment, isn't it, to kind of just colour in one element on a background.
Yeah, I mean, we could literally colour in, you know, during the course of the morning, I'll colour in a few more, so we show you this afternoon of where this has gone. So you could literally pick out the roses on this particular card and colour them in. I mean, again, I've got this one here, which you mentioned obviously there, David. And again, let's just show you what happens then if we put the colour over the gold. You can still see the foil, the foil still acts as that resist. That's what we're talking about, is the gold acts as the resist. So there's a lot that you can do with these, and that would be the same as well if you were stamping them, David. If you wanted to over stamp them, you could do. But look how the resist still stays there. The foil still stays there. It doesn't disappear. It doesn't colour in.
Okay, well, details on the screen at the moment are for your your handmade papers, all 8 packs. Remember, they're all individual gifts if you want to split them up. You don't have to keep them for yourself if you don't want to. And they make a fantastic gift idea for any crafter. No crafter I know would not love to own these collections, because there's so much in there. The tags, the frames, the rope, the skeleton leaves, and those handmade papers beautifully presented and sealed in these packets. You know, £14.99 for that in a store, I wouldn't think twice. I think, yeah, it's worth it. Handmade papers. You get the whole lot, 8 of them for £29.99, and you can sell whatever you make as well. If you've never worked with or used handmade papers before, give them a call. You'll be won over, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, David. You will be won over. And again, don't forget home decor pieces. We decorated a jam jar, just a normal, everyday jam jar.
Yep.
You know, you can decorate these with a Mod Podge. You can really sculpt the handmade papers. And really, I mean, look, all of the leaves have been die cut, so it shows you how can die cut. But the flowers all sculpted as well. And then we've got the butterfly up on here. There's a lot that you can do with these. And just to show you that this was done, if I just point out this little element here on the bottom of this jam jar, that was done with those papers as well, Dave.
Well, I don't know what your day has in store, but hopefully we're going to feature in part of it, if not all of it, this afternoon. 1 o'clock, we're going to be back with a cricket show, the Cricket Joy in particular, the compact Go Anywhere cutting machine, which is going to be great. Then we're back together again at 3 o'clock through until 6.
Together.
3 different shows. It's going to be lots of fun and lots of bargains. We obviously understand this time of the year, everyone is expecting a sale. We want a bargain. So Keith and I are going to be bringing you bargain after bargain after bargain this afternoon. Make sure you join us if you possibly can, and we'll get everything sent out as quickly as we can as well. Thank you for your company this morning. Well done to Julie, who won that anagram quiz. We'll do another one of those, I'm sure, after the festive season when we come back on Monday with Hobby Maker. Thank you, Keith.
Thanks, David.
See you this afternoon at 1 o'clock.